Now, Bonnie Tyler originally did that song, and then Nikki French did in the 90s. And Eric, you discovered something during the song.
Oh, yeah, the guy that worked with Meatloaf that did Bat Out of Hell, Jim Steinman.
Yeah, Jim Steinman.
How do you say it?
Jim Steinman.
I just remember the guy who's creepy.
He wrote it.
He wrote that song. I've heard that song forever, man. That song's
totally changed my outlook on that song now.
My God.
But if you hear it,
I'll never hear it.
If you listen to the original, you'll go, oh, yeah, it sounds like
you can hear that epic theatrical thing happening through it. But by the way, y'all, we've got so much coming up this hour. Don't forget, 7:20, we got a Rose's update.
Oh, can't forget Tiffany and Tim and my Lord and Dragons.
Oh, the Dragon Call.
If you missed that, we recap Sam's epic dragon noises and find out what happened with Tiffany after the phone call. And then at 7:40, Special K is giving us. Special K is going to give us like a bit of a Friday free-for-all and a Monday, an Eclipse free-for-all.
Oh. Eclipse for all.
Eclipse,
The Eclipse for all.
Since we won't see it here.
Did you have a cloudy song? Do you have a song with cloudy in it?
There are so many people throwing parties, by the way. There's a lot of
throwing parties,
places.
hopefully with protective goggles and glasses and things like that.
You have to
You're
wear
not supposed to look at the sun in general, but especially during an eclipse, everybody wants to look at the sun. Because, wow, what's it look like up there? You are going to damage your retina.
So I talked about the one at the Natural Museum of Science. There's a viewing party at Space Center Houston. I'm trying to think some of the other ones that there are. Oh, the Houston Zoo's going to have a viewing party. Memorial Park, there's going to be a viewing party.
Who that you know, Houston, is going to react like this when they see the eclipse?
It's happening,
today?
you guys! It's happening! Oh my God! There it is! There it is! Oh my God! This is the most spectacular, unimaginably perfect, beautiful, humbling. It's so extraordinary.
Sarah Jessica Parker, 2017.
I attribute her to people
Seeing the
disliking
eclipse.
Hollywood.
No, I just
When
think
they
it's so
hear
amazing
stuff
because
like
she even
that.
says she doesn't know like what came over her. Like,
I think it makes
this is so unbelievable.
I actually
when
like
you're
her
in
more
it.
now because it's like you're just a normal person that got excited about something that
Normal people talk like that?
trains, rainbows.
Well, if you get really, if
eclipse.
you're really into something, you do it, right? We all have something.
Breathtakingly
extraordinary. It's extraordinary.
We can play the audio of the Dallas News from 1979. They did this. You go on TikTok, you'll see it. Or
full news story.
To them, I mean, what we're living in now was like the sci-fi future.
But it's just fun to see what they're wearing and how they're looking and what they're using.
If you missed today's eclipse, you'll have another chance in the year 2024. That's the year that Texas will see a total solar eclipse. This is Pat Couch, the Texas News.
Now, they predicted also that we'd be driving around in flying cars and have laser guns and...
Well, they do have laser guns.
Yeah, but not every day.
Laser tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have laser tag too.
The sun darkens during an
There you
eclipse.
go.
You think your eyes think it's getting dark, therefore your pupils dilate to let in more light, just like they do every evening. And since it's getting darker out, your eyes' natural protective defenses, such as the pupil contraction and blinking, don't kick in. During an eclipse, you do not look at the sun because the sunlight is entering your eyes. It overstimulates the rods and cones that sense light and causes them to release chemicals that can damage the retina.
Ooh, that's not good.
And there's a 31% jump in accidents. So just remember Push and Win and Adam Ramsey. Remember those names later today.
Maybe just pull over.
Eric's doing a plug.
Yeah. And the reason there's
Some
accidents, guys,
happen.
we're going to just go ahead and predict the reason there's accidents is because people who are driving are trying to look at the sun while they're driving.
I mean, to us, it's going
You're not supposed to look at the sun at
mostly
all.
just be a darker sky.
Maybe it's good that it is going to be cloudy, Kev.
Yeah.
It looks rough out there right now. We're going to have a lot of rain leading up to it, and it might stop right beforehand, but
no,
it'll still
it's
be
looking
cloudy.
like the rain's going to be
Slip roads.
happening in that window. So 12:20 this afternoon, that's when the eclipse begin. The sun will take on a crescent shape. At 1:40, that's when you have maximum coverage, where only a tiny sliver of the sun will be visible. And then at 3:01 in the afternoon, the eclipse finishes. The sun returns to a
And
fully
according to
visible
my
circle.
very educated meteorological iPhone, it says 55% chance of rain today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be good.
Come on.
We'll have to wait till 2044.
I guess.
Is that when the next one is?
That's what
20
someone
years?
text.
I'm just glad.
2044?
20 years.
When the aliens built the moon, they made it precisely the right size, so it eclipses the sun precisely.
That's pretty
I mean,
amazing.
how is it precisely the right size?
Kevin and I have watched the
How
same.
does Legos not melt, Kevin? More
No,
importantly.
when the eclipse-
When they built it out of
what
Legos.
he's saying, it may sound crazy, but there's a lot of TikTok videos, YouTube videos about conspiracy theorists. Like the moon does things that no other moon in the known universe does. It doesn't rotate.
It doesn't rotate,
It
y'all.
always faces one
We've
side.
never seen the other side.
Doesn't
Why
happen
is
anywhere
that?
else. It also is a size that no other moon is, like anywhere. It's so much bigger than what a regular moon is. And like most of these videos imply that it's actually just a ship put there by aliens.
But think about this. We had,
Guys to look like
we had
the
a-
moon.
Oh, my God.
we had an
Watching
earthquake in New
progress.
York on Friday. Now it's the eclipse. Isn't this
4.8
like
magnitude.
biblical stuff? I don't know.
No, this is the
And today
conspiracy
is-
theorist dream is what this is. So they can just go crazy and then just like Y2K, like nothing happened. It's fine. This person texted about when I mentioned who's not going to work today because you're pregnant and you're listening to all the old wives' tales about you shouldn't go out in an eclipse. This person said, not going out during an eclipse while pregnant is a strong belief in the Hispanic community. My family is Native American and we are also not supposed to be outside during the event. Also, we can't eat or be busy during an eclipse. We are supposed to be calm and resting inside until it passes.
Oh man, it's lunchtime.
Another person said their employee called out because they're pregnant. And what's the other one? Gosh, you guys are texting
Yeah,
so
why take
fast.
a chance if you are pregnant?
That's my nap time.
This one says,
You're
my
gonna be-
mother-in-law,
I'm gonna be
bless her
missing it."
heart, had my wife safety pin a house key to her nightgown on top of her belly area for protection against the lunar eclipse. I have no idea
Just
what that even
wear
is
a little
supposed to
lead
protect
vest.
you from. But
dentist you
everyone's
get.
like losing it.
Oh, like when you're getting an X-ray.
Yeah, just put
you
that
have
on
to
your
wear
belly.
that lead vest.
If you're a welder, you can. Isn't Corey the welder? Yeah, he's a welder.
You're not
You
supposed to look at that either.
No, you can put the mask
can he
on.
wear
It
his
says,
mask?
and you can look because it has the right
You'll still
UV
work for that one?
filtration.
It's impressive.
The
Yeah.
welding mask.
That's all Houston walking around wearing a welding mask.
All
I mean, if you
driving.
are a welder, you could just not have to go buy the little goggles. The little glasses. They look like little glasses, like the one kind you get at Christmas that make the Christmas lights dance, like with bells and
They look
angels
like
and stuff.
the paper 3D glasses
It
they'd
looks
have
like you
at
have
movies.
aluminum foil in glasses.
Yeah.
I can't see anything right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what happened?
Here, stare at the light.
Where-
Look straight up.
What happened?
Really, you
Look
look
up.
so funny. Somebody take a the of that.
Can you see the light above
Somebody
you?
post a
Oh
picture
my
of
God, I
that.
can't see the light. Oh, I can't see the lights. They're dancing. What is it? They're sparkling.
I'm looking up in the sky.
It's extraordinary.
I see a dragon.
It actually is kind of cool because I can look at the UV. I mean, these are the halogens or whatever. I can see the little dots. I've never seen those before because it's too bright. It hurts
I
my
just see
eyes.
dust.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
very
just hit
good.
that light and all the
Yeah,
dust came
that's
down.
what
What is that? Oh, it's asbestos.
Oh my God! Look at the light, Carol Ann. Okay, coming up next.
Coming up
Roula and
next.
Ryan's Roses update, where there was a dragon in the room. And that's what it sounded like. So Tiffany wanted to find out if her man Tim was cheating on her with somebody he liked to role play House of Dragons with. And we found the dragon lady, Sam, and boy, did it get crazy. We are just going to give you now all discretion advice, not just parental,
Please.
just for everybody.
adults.
Just everyone.
You are going to be disturbed.
This will
You know how
offend
your
you
eyes
too.
will get painful when you look
Yeah.
at the sun? This is
Yeah.
how your ears are going to feel
Yeah.
when you
You
hear
can't unhear it.
this.
You can't. We'll get you the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Wow, we really need to hit this.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, discretion is advised.
Discretion for all.
For
it was
everybody.
disturbing for everybody
Even
who
adults.
has ears, even us in the room. We had to actually be on this phone call. So here's what happened. Tiffany, married for 4 years to her husband Tim, found out that he has created a profile in a fantasy world where there are dragons and Renaissance fair characters and
But it's about
think
hooking
like
up, Rolla.
House of Dragon type stuff where you're going to meet somebody who shares the same interest as you and
She told him
do things.
what's going on here. He says it's just fantasy, and he said he'd take it down. And then she looked again, and it, whoop, right back up.
Right. So then
So
she
then she
had to create
catfished
her
him.
own profile to get information out of him. And here comes the time where now, as the catfished character, she has to talk to this person on the phone, and he can't know it's his wife. So here on the Roula and Ryan Show, you know, we're quite the team of people. And Sam, turns out, knows what a dragon sounds like. So
all
she
it
got
took.
assigned
Hey,
to make the phone call.
I'll give you props for thinking fast on your feet.
Thank you.
None of us would want to do this.
Or make that sound is impressive.
Yep.
Memorable.
And if you did not see our Instagram with her dragon animation,
It's on TikTok. You
it
can
was
see
amazing. Let's pick this up where Tiffany is listening in, as we all are, to Sam, who is what Reels Love or Angel Love or whatever.
Loves Play 2.
Loves Play 2, talking to T-Dog.
Yep.
Trying to set something up so that Tiffany has some hard evidence about her husband wanting to be unfaithful to her. Here's what originally happened on Thursday.
Hello.
Hi, D-Dog.
Who is this?
It's your lady love play too.
I want you to call me my lord from now on.
Oh, okay, my lord. How are you doing this morning? I've been thinking of you.
I've been thinking about you all day. You sound way more beautiful than I could have ever imagined.
Thank you.
I just have this thing that I can see you as being the mother of dragons. I want you to be my Daenerys.
Oh, yes, my lord.
I want you to have a couple of requests for you. I want you to be my dragon as well. I want you to growl like an angry dragon. That is so infatuating that there's music to my ears. Please do it again.
Well, will you come to my lair with me, my lord? Can we role play this in real life?
Well, prove to me that you are the dragon that I have so sought to look for. Oh, yes, that is quite delicious. Yeah, you can definitely come over. You've passed the test.
Oh, thank you, my lord. And how big is your sword?
Well, the size of a dragon's tooth. It is quite enormous.
Tim, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, God, you jumped the gun.
Actually,
it was great timing.
I think that was good.
Oh, we were so
He
disturbed.
agreed for the lair visit.
Hey,
He
T-Dog.
agreed to the lair visit.
We know your name is Tim. You're on the Roula and Ryan show. You're on 104.1 KRBE.
Oh, come on, what the man?
What
Tiffany.
the is going on?
Yeah, you recognize your wife's voice.
Yeah, I recognize my annoying wife's voice. Of course I do. This shit
You
again.
sound like a creep.
A creep. So what would you rather me do? Just be boring in bed? Because that seems to be what you like. You're so plain. You're so vanilla.
Well, aren't y'all trying to have a baby? Your wife told us you guys are trying to start a family.
It has to be timed, right?
Oh, my goodness.
It's not what I want.
We're trying to have a child, but we can still spice it up. We don't have to be robots.
Well, hold on a second. Do you even want to be with this man? He clearly was trying to meet up with her.
In her lair.
In her lair with his pointy tooth.
Honestly, if you wanted that so much, you could have asked me, but you didn't, and I gave you chances.
You just sit there and just go, well, that's a little different. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. That's too... Like, what is it with you, Tiffany? Do you want to have sex or not?
Has he ever made you try and make that sound?
No.
The whole point of this call, Tim, is that your wife said that she felt like she could not get you to get evidence of an actual physical cheat if we weren't the ones providing the information. Actually, it's Tiffany you've been talking to on that app.
It's my profile, okay? So I know all the you've been doing, all the people you've been talking to. Busted.
You talk about me being busted, but Tiffany, that was the first time that we were actually interacting on a level where, we were actually being interesting. And if you actually tried to be participating in any of this, you would realize, this could be an avenue that we can go down and we can enjoy ourselves. You've been doing this for the past 2 years, Tiffany. You know what?
You are turning it around on her. You're doing this with other people outside of your marriage.
Yeah, were you really going to meet Sam?
I wasn't going to actually meet anybody. I never do.
No.
Wait, so you do this a
But you
lot.
shouldn't have that conversation with somebody else.
Yeah, you were totally into that.
Yeah. It just feels gross. I'm sorry. I'm done.
And that's good. I'm done too. So
Good.
Have a good time. I'll go find another dragon lady.
Okay, and at that point, we'd had enough. He hung up, and we were done.
Whatever.
That's
the mating call of the dragons. Go ahead. You do yours, I'll do mine. We'll be together. Group female dragons. Go ahead. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, God, no.
So hot.
That's so weird.
Anyway, some time has passed now, obviously, and we can't unhear Sam's dragon sound. But what
Sorry
is
for
for
that.
real happening for Tiffany is how she had to handle the last few days. We thank her for joining back with us to tell us what's happened since that phone call for an update. So here we welcome her now. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning.
All
Hi,
right.
Tiff.
Good morning, Tiffany. So what happened after that call? You know, he was really angry saying, oh, it's over. Is it over?
It's over. Just like I thought, he turned everything around on me. So everything's my fault, right? It's all my fault.
What's your fault that you guys are struggling to have a baby and y'all have to get active a lot of time to do it? That's your fault? It's your fault?
You don't trust him? He doesn't trust you?
I don't trust him, but it's my fault that everything got mechanical, right?
I mean, what kind of a jerk is like that? I mean, you're trying to give him the gift of a child, and he's bitching because it's too much?
Right, exactly. It's not my fault that it has to be timed and planned. That's just the way it is. And it sucks, right? I get it. But it sucks for me, too.
He was cheating. He was absolutely going to try and meet you, Sam.
Yeah. The anger they have is over the process of trying to create the next phase of their marriage. You know what I mean? Like very rarely do we have people on Roses who are fighting because they have to do it too much and they don't like it.
I wonder if people have these fetishes before they get married. They've always hidden it.
I thought about that. Because that phone conversation with Sam, I mean, it was like comical. You know, it was like...
Well, he went right
I'd
into
have to agree.
character.
Yeah, I was laughing.
Yeah, we did. But he went right into character and he was very comfortable to go right into it with Sam.
But has he always been like that? And then I don't know. It's weird.
Usually, Eric, when couples get together, they discuss, like, you know, their likes, their turn-ons, all those kind of things. You
There's
don't
probably a lot of stuff people have that they're embarrassed to ask.
to your wife or your husband.
Maybe.
You should
I
be able
don't
to
know.
share everything.
Well, so you guys have really decided it's not going to work between you two.
There's no way I want him to be the father of my child.
Did your family hear that? Because of my
not.
my
Sam,
family.
did your family
I
hear
hope
that?
my parents didn't hear
Oh,
this.
my
Sam's
God.
family heard that.
Yeah, Sam, what'd your mom say about it?
She was very impressed with my my
Dragon.
dragon call.
How about Mark? Did he like that?
No.
You got home from work and he's got a big sword in the bedroom.
He's got the outfit on.
Oh my gosh, no.
Well, look, Tiffany, we thank you for checking back in with us. I don't think a lot of us were going to be too surprised that he probably stuck to his guns and said, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I'm sorry for what the struggle has been for you guys. And now it's the end of this relationship. But there's somebody out there for you that's probably more matched to you. And we just wish you the best of luck with whatever happens for you next.
Thank you.
All right, Tiffany, you take care. Oh, my God.
Man. Somebody just texted Sam at 37530. Y'all's dragon sounds are making my sleeping baby in the backseat smile. LOL. Another person said, I hope I don't ever have to hear that cringy dragon again. Somebody thinks we sound like the Halloween ghosts that hang and vibrate and scream. You know, the ones that go up and down
Oh, yeah.
and they come back up?
We'll save that for Halloween now.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to see and hear more of Sam on KRB's social media, it's on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere, even Twitter, or X, they call it now.
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember on Friday when Sam was giving us, because she loves zodiac signs.
Oh, yes, of course.
But today, there's all the signs for the solar eclipse.
Your eclipse.
Right. We
You
posted
did part one on Friday.
Eclipse horoscope.
and we
Okay.
were waiting to see if people either hated it or they needed part 2. So part 2 is posted as well.
Well, part 2 has to get posted because, you know, if you don't get
It's
your
up.
sign, people are like,
I
what
want my
about
sign.
Scorpio?
I know.
What about
it was so
Virgo?
many. It was 12 months. So it's like I really had to keep it together.
Yep, so it's up there right now. You can see it.
It's great.
You believe in that stuff.
Okay, so coming up next, Special K, usually on Fridays at 9 o'clock, we do the Friday free-for-all. It kicks off the weekend. We're always in a great mood. Well, today is a different day because it's Eclipse Monday. And maybe some people have already felt eclipse fatigue because they don't get what the big deal is. But this is a big deal. So we are going to capitalize on that, Kevin.
I know, and I was trying to find like songs that have the sun and the moon and night and dark, you know, all words that have to do with the eclipse. So I came up with Blister in the Sun.
Oh, I love that.
Walking on the Moon. Can't fight the moonlight.
Ooh, I like
yeah,
that.
it's a fun one. Ray of Light.
Oh, yeah.
And Black Hole Sun.
Nice.
Oh, man, I just thought of one, too. We should have thrown that one in there for you, but now it's too late now. Blinding Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lights.
Yeah, the weekend.
See how we just think of these things right now, but too late. We've already put it together. We're going to get it next on the
Yes.
Roula and Ryan Show.